Good evening, guys, and welcome to the Pro AM playoff game. We have Silver Line Cordray tonight, and I am Gretchen alongside Will, and we will be announcing tonight's game.
It's going to be a dynamic game between Cordray and Silver Lining. Gretchen, I'm pretty sure you're excited after the last game.
Yes.
Red Bull had to come back and have a phenomenal comeback win, and Silver Lining kind of had an easy win, so expect a big game out of both teams tonight. Starting the game off with a turnover.
It'll be Silver Lining's ball. We have Clement looking for the pass. Looks to shoot with a three.
Ball a little off. They could have probably used a little bit more warm up, but I'm pretty sure he's going to get into the groove here as we go on.
Looks for the kick out for three. That'll be good.
See who was warming up before the game. It shows easily that Twan Lillard came out locked, loaded, and ready.
We have Clement for the layup. Gets fouled. He'll be.
Clement headed to the line early. Foul not too hard, but just to send a message, it's not going to be that easy type of game that you can just come in here and try to lay it up on us. Who are you looking forward to seeing tonight, Gretchen?
Andy Bosley on Cordray is always a pretty good asset to the team, so I definitely think he'll be playing a big role in this game tonight.
I think the addition of Tree, you'll see him down in the paint a lot. Number 13 for Silver Lining, he's going to be a huge addition. But for Red Bull, the man with the ball right now, Todd Brown, expect to see a lot of him, see what he does on this possession.
Looking for the three. We have Bosley with the ball. Pulls up from the three. Nails that shot.
Got to get a hand in his face. You spotlighted him already. I'm pretty sure the other team already knew. They got to keep a hand in Bosley's face.
Clement will drive.
So Jack Clement went straight hard to the basket. He's not afraid of anybody there in the paint.
We have Bosley looking to drive for two, and he scores.
He said anything you can do, I can do better. It's going to be a see who can keep their wind underneath them. Team Cordray has no one else on the bench. Not for sure if they're going to get in any additions as the game goes on, but right now it's just the five that's on the floor now.
Looks to set up a play here. Trying to drive, not there. Crosses over, lay it up. That'll be M1.
Jack Clement got to get a little bit more aggressive. If you're going to foul, you might as well foul hard. At least make sure he doesn't get the layup and the one.
Silver Lining looking to set up a play here. Sets a screen. Brown looking to drive. Clement for three. A little short there.
See how good they get back on defense and how quickly they can set up the defense before Silver Lining. Andy Bosley with a deep three, and it's a little off. Bledsoe with the huge rebound.
Silver Lining's ball. It'll stay Silver Lining's ball.
Got a tie game, 10-10, with not even halfway through the first half. The that's a sign of things to come. You know, both teams coming out trying to show, as we see the defensive play right here, see if they can turn defense into offense quickly. So we got Cooper Davis easily on the other end.
Brown looking to push the floor. Clement driving middle, takes it in for the left-hand layup. Step back for three, short. Driving to the middle. Draws the foul in the second attempt. He'll be
That's who
shooting.
I expect to see a lot more of today is Jackson. He had a pretty good game the first game, or excuse me, of the semifinals. So expect to see a lot more of him as he gets a little bit more aggressive and attacks the basket.
Two good free throws by him. We have Bosley dribbling it up. Looks for the back door. With the step back. Rebound by Cordray. Puts it up. He will be fouled.
To the much amaze of Ty Brown and the rest of the Red Bulls team. I thought the addition of Tree and down there in the middle would get a lot more movement. I seen they had switched off of Bledsoe, and he had, Clement posted up down the middle, so you probably want to get the big man more involved. But nevertheless, he was able to get the rebound to get that second chance opportunity. See if Jermaine Green can knock down the second free throw.
Pulls up for the three.
CJ Pina. Let that guy get hot. It's going to be a long night. Got 15 to 14 right now.
Looks for Tree. Silver Lining pushing the floor here. Kicks it out. Deep three.
Couldn't go back to back. Here comes Bosley quickly up the court.
Tree in. Blocked.
Don't know if that last possession, did Tree take off too far? He was out from side of his range, or was it good defense? Here comes Jackson for the three. Knew that one was knocked down, no hand in his face. Better get a man in right there quickly. (18 to 14).
Davis looking for the screen.
Some of those passes that Tree keeps, he continues to pass inside, and they're getting tipped. The last one caused a turnover, which led to a three-point shot. You might want to be a little bit more conservative on some of those fancy passes before this lead gets too far out. You see the good ball handling skills by Jackson and an assist quickly. And that lead is growing. Now you're up 7, a whole entire touchdown with 13 minutes left here in the first half.
We have Chuan. Looking to spread the floor here. We have Tree with the screen. Looks to drive. Fade away.
It's a good look by Bosley. Just couldn't get on mark. Quickly up the court. Here comes Red Bull. One touch pass to Bosley.
Bosley for inside. Lays it in for two.
Just have to play a little bit more defense here. Jackson wide open for the three-point shot again. It's off. Silver Lining quickly up the court. Real fancy move. Got to stay on your feet. Now you got an and one. Twan Lillard going to the line for an additional basket. put Jackson on skates and got to the basket, made him get in the air, got an additional shot. Next shot is off. 18-21. Team Red Bull up.
Brown pulls up for the mid-range, misses. Cordray rebound.
It seems like Bosley is in his bag right now. Here he comes driving on the two defenders. There's nothing you can do to stop Bosley right now. He's feeling it, he's warming up. Still down by 1 point as Team Red Bull comes up court looking to do a little bit. They haven't had any offensive production on the last few drives. You see the good defense as Cordray is starting to step it up a little bit more. To no avail as Pina gets the finish.
Taking it inside. Gets fouled. He'll be shooting 2 at the line.
Seeing Team Cordray, the last few drives down the court, their offensive production, or excuse me, offensive possessions, they've been able to make it to the free throw line. Whether they're able to knock them down, that's really what it's going to come down to. If they can come back from this small deficit, still a lot of time left. One-point game with 10:40 left here in the first half.
Pulls up from 3. Short. Cordray pushing the floor. Takes it inside. Looks for Tree. For 2.
And we're going to have a timeout as Big Tree. There we go. Easy fix. No stoppage in the game. It's a big man hanging on the rim. Mid-range shot. Comes Bosley again. Just couldn't get it to one more tip. That's all he would have needed.
Backdoor pass.
I thought he was going to have that one.
Me too.
Just a little bit off the mark.
Bosley in for the layup again.
And there's the rim again. Somebody may need to tighten that up, or maybe we need to stop dunking on the right side of the basket.
Maybe.
You see the spacing on the floor that they have right now. And Bosley quickly on the outlet looking for, he's going to take it one-on-one. Bosley just showing out. Pretty sure he's leading all scores with at least 8 points right now. As Team Cordray is up 5 points with 8:51. Another backdoor pass.
It's a great pass by Todd Brown. We have Cordray's team looking to set up a play here. Feeds it inside. Pulls up, short. Red Bull with the rebound.
Todd Brown with a deep three-point shot is a little bit off the mark. Pretty nifty feet by Tree right now. Wouldn't expect a man of his size to be able to carry the ball up the court that way. Bosley just a little bit off of the mark once again. But the hustle. Might get another possession.
Bosley for 3. Red ball pass to the middle. Floater there.
I want to see a little bit more out of Bledsoe. I haven't seen him, besides that last basket, haven't really seen him too much inside of the game, offensively or defensively. It's good defense by him there with his hand right there in the face. Defensive rebound.
Pulls up for three.
We got a timeout on the floor with 7:18. 1-point lead. So what do you think, Gretchen? What have you seen since the beginning of this game? That's the first time out. What do you think that Team Cordray can continue to do to keep this lead going?
I think this game starting out sort of slow here. I think if Cordray wants to keep the lead, they definitely need to look inside more and just give the ball to Bosley is what it's looking like right now, I guess.
So I guess on the flip side of it, I guess Red Bull needs to speed the tempo up and figure out how to stop Bosley. I guess you got to put a body on him and stop letting him have those outlet passes. He seems to leak out as soon as the ball hits the rim. The offensive guy, whether it's Tree or whether it's Davis, they're getting the ball and they're getting it up the court really quick, and it's not giving the defense of Red Bull time to set up and get back up the court. But a 1-point lead isn't nothing to pretty much shed a tear about.
It'll be Cordray's ball coming out of the timeout. Looks to feed it inside. Using his post moves here.
Got to be able to finish those, Big Tree.
Jackson looks for the corner. Tree with the rebound.
See, at this point, Andy Bosley is off of the court on the bench at this point. So you didn't see that fast out pass that we've been accustomed to seeing by Cordray.
That'll be a foul.
I'm not for sure. I think I'm on the side of Red Bull. You see Ty Brown, and coach over there, confused about what kind of call that was. And he went in there. I think both guys had their hands up. But nevertheless, Twan Lillard's at the line for one more. I want to check the stats, but I want to see how many free throws that Team Cordray is, how many they're on just this half.
Jackson feeds it inside. That'll be Cordray's ball.
I like the thought, like the pass, just ran out of real estate there. Spina stepped out of bounds. Thought he was going to find someone to pass it to, but not enough time as he got down off to the lob from Jackson.
Looks like Cordray's team's trying to set up a play here. Tried to dish to the corner.
Seemed like Team Red Bull is playing a game of possum almost. They're allowing for Clement to play the bigger defender, or the bigger guy in Lillard. And as soon as Lillard went to drive, they crashed the paint. Big shot right there by Gary Hoover, who's just entered the game recently.
Game's moving a little faster now.
Yeah, that pace is picking up. You know, you got your bank shot. I don't think he called bank. You hear somebody say bank in here? But sometimes, you know, you get your legs warmed up, your shot and your rhythm starts to go a little bit more, and you see these, you know, this shot should fall right here. Should, but it didn't. It looked good coming off of his hand.
Clement for two. Tipped in. Having the big man bring up the ball.
He's going straight to the paint. Oh, hit the floor kind of hard. Check the replay on that one. I don't know if the basket go in.
I think so.
I pay attention to the man going down and just checked the ball. Yeah, that one's going to hurt in the morning. That one's going to hurt right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the strain on his face. Not for sure what he hit, but that was a lot of body hitting the floor. So the basket was good.
Yeah, 3-point possession.
That's giving your team all you got. You see if his team can feed off of that. See the defense is a little bit tighter right now.
Fade away.
Perfect. R.J. Hutchinson.
Bosley for 3. Short with his own rebound. Drives it in for 2.
Step in his way. Quickly back up the court.
Clement in for 2.
You've seen the speed of Clemens there. He went in. See maybe that right arm of Tree is affecting him from that fall, but I think Clemens knew exactly what side to go on in order to finish that basket.
Bosley looks to kick it. Short. Jackson looks inside. That'll be 2.
That's called seeing the floor right there. I thought he was going to set up more of a play, but seeing this guy trailing, coming right down the middle, wide open. It's a good find there by Jackson. 2 consecutive misses by Bosley. He's cooled down since that hot start. Here comes
Lays it
Pena.
in.
Coach Ballard for Team Cordray calls a quick timeout. I'm not for sure why he really called timeout. His guys were finally starting to click a little bit more, and they finally took the lead. They're up 4 right now with 1:37 left. But what makes you think why did he take the timeout?
I definitely do think they're starting to click a little bit, but I think that he sees that Red Bull is starting to run the floor a little more, and I think maybe he's going to talk to them about that.
I can agree with that. Maybe close the half out strong. Maybe set up a little bit more defense, like you said, to stop them from continuing to run. But I don't know if that gives Team Red Bull enough times to shake off the cobwebs because maybe he had them on the ropes a little bit. Jackson's returning. Brown, Pena. Hutchinson still on the court.
Davis.
Here comes Team Red Bull. Spacing on the floor looks really good. That paint is wide open. See if they can get that back door, as you've seen. Clement just casually looking, but Jackson with a nice fadeaway.
Hoover drives it in.
Just enough defense. Here comes Team Red Bull running again. Brown with the ball. Kick out. Jackson wide open. You know that's knocked down. It's nothing when nobody's in his face. You call that each time. Cash money.
If they want this game to stay close, they better have someone on him.
Just 29 seconds left here. 13 seconds left on the shot clock, so 11-second differential. I'm pretty sure that's not what you wanted to do getting ready to go into the half. Just 13 seconds. You can see the confidence right now of Jack Clemens just letting the time just clock down. 5 seconds left. Let's see what they set up here. I get the ball back in the hands of Jackson. Said I'm taking myself. And with that, we're going to go into halftime with Team Red Bull up 11 points. Excuse me, 9 points here in game 1 of the championship game. Stay tuned for the second half here on Yamo Media Sports.
We are back from the half. We have Red Bull up 45-36, Cordray trailing behind.
We had a fantastic first half as Team Red Bull jumped out, but Cordray fought right back to take a late lead in the first half. See how they come out as they start off with the ball, and Bosley starts off how they finish. Ball moving being moved around.
Looks inside, lays it in. Chuan with the floater. Jackson looks for the three.
Couldn't get that one to knock down.
Spin move inside. Fade away.
I think it was designed that way. I don't
Good
think that was an air
pass.
ball. I'm pretty sure that was a pass. He seen him out the corner of his eye. That back door was creeping in. Cooper Davis was able to finish.
Red Bull fills it inside. Kicks it out to Clement. That is short.
That was not a pass.
No. Davis pulls up.
Ball movement is phenomenal right now as Clement.
Looks
Can
to
he knock it down?
Oh.
Oh. Starting off the half cold is Jackson. That was an easy shot in the first half for him to knock down.
Bosley in the corner for three.
That was a 4-on-5 possession as we see Tree never made it back down court as CJ Pena couldn't knock that one down. So both teams not really coming out at the beginning of this half, really knocking any baskets down. See if we can get a couple more drives as we see him throw it in the Tree.
Bosley drives baseline. Puts it in.
And that's what I expect to see. If it's not happening from the outside, your shot's not falling down, you got to eventually go inside. Maybe you can get that and one and head to the line for one more, but it seemed Bosley was able to knock it down. This team, Red Bull, continues to struggle this half, but still hold a 2-point lead.
Lillard.
Can he get back heated up? And he's still cold.
Clement for two. In and out. Goes back up. Gets fouled. He'll be shooting two at the line.
Might want to check that basket. I know it was leaning a little bit earlier, but it's not going in Team Red Bull's favor right now. They can't knock down anything. Maybe Bledsoe can change their fortune right now while he's at the free throw line.
They definitely came out slow after the half.
All right, so we know at least the basket's working right now.
Questionable. It was looking questionable.
But somehow they still have a lead. No matter how much they've missed coming out of the half, they still have now a 4-point lead.
Looking to set up a play inside. Looks for the back door.
Great vision by Tree. It seems like every time he touches the ball, he's looking to get his teammates involved, and he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Brown taking it inside.
think that Cordray got bailed out on that one because if Brown could have kicked it out to Jackson, that was a for sure knockdown three. That's exactly what Red Bull would have needed to be able to take the lead back. Spin move, just couldn't get it to fall down.
Tree looks to kick.
See, that fall didn't scare Tree any from earlier. He's still going in very quickly and still moving effectively.
Hutcherson for three. Bosley looks down in the paint. That'll be Lillard for two.
I'm almost for sure when Lillard made, I think it was Hutchison, made him get up off of his feet and jumped. I think he looked at him before he even attempted that shot.
I did see that.
I thought, I'm for sure if we had replay going, I'm pretty sure we would see that right now. Nevertheless, we got a tie game with 16-13 left here in the second half in game one of the Pro-Am Brick League Championship game. Game two will be on Wednesday, same time, 7:30-ish. And if needed, game three will be on Thursday, same time.
Lillard with a quick cross and inside. That cross got them shifting.
Yeah, you got to get a little bit tighter defense. With Bledsoe sitting on the bench, you kind of, I mean, you have Hutchison and Pena down there in the middle, but I think Bledsoe is a little bit more shiftier. His size is a lot bigger than both of those guys. As we can see Pena quickly up the court. This game's going to come down who makes the least mistakes. I mean, you have a close game. Every possession is going to count as C.J. Pena goes in with the hook shot. Starting to notice both teams are starting to take it into the paint more. Those shots weren't knocking down, and now they are. Don't know if I'm here coaching from up top, but starting to see less three-point shots and more going towards the basket. Quick hands by Ty Brown to deflect the pass.
It'll be Cordray's ball underneath. Lillard looks for Davis for three.
I'm not for sure if you can hear it over this loud crowd that we got here at the Brick League Center, but it sounds like Davis got his fingers tipped, but was still able to knock that shot down.
Pulls up from deep.
Was a deep three. It's a heat check. I mean, he's going to be coming for more. Been waiting for to see C.J. Pena a little bit more active on the offensive side.
Lillard with the step back. Jackson pulls up.
Money. No hand in his face.
He's on fire.
Yeah, he's going in for his right now. Just a 2-point lead by Team Red Bull. At some point, we're going to see if somebody can sustain this lead. It's just a back and forth, tight game, 2-point lead. See if we can get some defensive stops to kind of extend the lead here by Team Red Bull.
Red Bull's picking up their defense on Bosley, you can tell.
Almost a backcourt. Almost shot clock violation and a backcourt, but like you said, that defense is getting picked up now. I mean, this is a pivotal game one in a 3-game series. The first team that wins 2 games, that's a champion. So game one, you win this one, and you got potentially to win the next game. Jackson with the heat check.
Looking to set up something here. We have a screen. Drives it inside.
Three
Deflected.
defenders was down there. Here comes Brown quickly up the court.
Gets fouled.
I'm pretty sure that, well, Coach Rennie doesn't seem too upset. I mean, you get, or I guess it would be Coach Ballard. But Bosley is calling, saying something. If you see him now, I'm not for sure if you can see him on the camera, but you get the foul on Brown on one end, but Bosley had the exact same kind of possession on the other. He got no whistle. So that's why Bosley's upset right now. I think this is where you insert ball doesn't lie, right?
Yes. I mean, these free throws are going to be really important. Not only now, but definitely towards the end of the game.
It's a 3-point lead, 57-54. Red Bull up with 11:29 left here in the second half. Like you said, Gretchen, those free baskets, you got to start knocking those down because with a game this close, you need everything to count.
Tree with the fadeaway.
I think he's practiced that shot a few times. It's effortlessly by Tree. Quick handles by Jackson.
Pulls up for three. Nails it.
Team Red Bulls up by 4 points. Big three-point shot. See if Tree goes to work again. Spin move. Got him in the blender. Might have shook himself just a little bit. Not for sure where that whistle came from. Got any idea what the foul was or what the whistle was?
Looks like it'll be Red Bull's ball, but found the floor.
I'm not for sure what the foul was, but hey.
Came out of nowhere.
Got Pena back in the game for Jackson.
For three. He's also having a really good game.
Here comes that lead by Red Bull, starting to push up a little bit more. Bosley for the big three. They needed that one to keep it just a little closer. 4-point game with 9:39 left here in the second half. Double team on Brown. Somebody's wide open somewhere. There it is. I think that may be Jay Nerve's first basket of the game, but it couldn't come in a bigger time.
Lillard pulls up.
Here comes that push. You hear Coach Rennie saying, push the ball. Here comes Brown doing exactly what he's saying. Over to Hutchinson. Fadeaway's not effective that time.
Bosley looks inside. Fouled. Shooting two.
I think you take that foul each and every time. That back door was open, and he quickly closed it with R.J. Hutchinson.
This will be Jeremiah Green shooting two.
This may be his first time at the line today.
These are crucial points right here.
Yeah, you got to keep it close. One, because you're down. Two, because Red Bull is each time up the court. I mean, they've been extending the lead ever so slightly. Their offensive production haven't slowed down. C.J. Pena brings the ball up, looks to set something up. Nerve with a couple jab steps. The give and go. Good defense there. That basket's going to count right there at the shot clock.
Almost a shot clock violation. Handoff. Davis for three. Bosley with the rebound.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah, I don't know,
I
yeah.
was checking that line to see if he had stepped over it, but hey, we're not the ones with the whistle and a striped shirt. And it isn't looking too good right now for Team Cordray. One, because Andy's not as efficient as he's been in the game. And then two, I think the addition of Bledsoe back in the game alongside with Clement, those two coming back in off of the bench, I think they're going to get a nice spurt. But we see if Bosley and his crew can keep it together as he's with the step back. Just the two, though.
He's hitting every shot.
He's got to keep it going, down by 5. Heckman calling for the
Red Bull.
screen. Can he turn the hustle points into offensive production? Bosley saying, I'm going to go. Nope.
Kept a hand in his face. Short.
You hear the coaching saying, be patient. Just slow the tempo down. We're up. Great dump off. And there's
Great
Bledsoe.
pass. That's great teamwork.
It's the little things that's going to get you to win in a close game. Making high percentage shots, executing down in the. We've got a foul on the floor. Here comes Jackson back in. He's going to check in for Heckman. This is a lineup I like to see for Team Red Bull. Got the interior closed off with Bledsoe and Pena down there, but then you got the speed of Jackson, who's been knocking everything down. Clemens there, and you got the veteran experience by Brown.
Lillard for Hoover.
Gotta knock that one down. Those are the shots you need. Down by 7 with 5:14 as Red Bull comes back up the court trying to extend his lead. CJ Pena. It's a 9-point lead for Team Red Bull.
Let's see what Bosley does here.
Just a 2-point shot. Let's see, Red Bull gave that basket up. I think they were really just, they're trying to preserve themselves. Live to see another day as Clement knocks that basket down. Almost in and out.
Bosley in again.
(73-66), Red Bull up with 4:13 left here in the second half. It's a foul on the floor. That was going to be on Hoover. No foul shots, not in the bonus yet. This team Red Bull calls timeout with 3:58 left here in the second. I'm going to take a wild guess. You're going to say that in order for Team Cordray to come back, they're going to need Bosley to step up.
I would definitely agree with that.
But I'm going to one-up you and say they may need Cooper Davis to really step up, and they need the body of Tree to really start boxing out and stop allowing these guys to get those rebounds. We see the vision that Tree has in order to get his teammates back involved and get the ball in their hands, but they got to start knocking down those shots. And they got to stop allowing the scoring production that Red Bull is having each time up the court. They're knocking down every shot.
Definitely. I mean, you've seen Tree in this half, but not as much as you've seen him in the first half, I would have to say.
Right. See a little limp to him. He doesn't seem, after hitting the floor earlier in the first half.
Looks like they're picking up their defense.
And that's the type of foul you'll be able to live with. You know, you don't allow him to get the shot. And he says no shot, no free throws here.
Looks like he's trying to drive baseline. No one's open. Pulls up for three. Tree with the rebound.
Looks like all ball, but he, I guess the referee had the better angle. That's just, Gary Hoover's going to head to the line for some really important free throws right now with 3:02 left here in the second half.
I mean, 3 minutes is a long time.
It is. But each possession is going to count, and you got to have the defensive stops. And right now, Red Bull, they're getting what they need. C.J. Pena's really been heating up. I mean, you still got Jackson that can light it up at any moment. Those couple of screens, moving the ball around. Bledsoe's wide open right now. Couldn't make him pay.
No way.
Pena just enough. That was 3-on-1. That shows you the size and the strength that he had to fend off 3 defenders in order to get that second chance opportunity and to get 2 more points on the team for Red Bull. And another turnover. Here it is. I don't think the clock is running, though. Well, the clock may be off because after 4 minutes, remember, you only needed 7 in order to win the game. So at some point, this game's going to come to an end. I guess we had a mental mind bluster to know what the point. But, hey, Red Bull is taking easy control of this game. First team to 80, they just said it. So just 3 more points is needed by Team Red Bull.
Honestly, if you're Cordray's team right now, you need to look for the 3.
Right
Is
now,
this
you got to look
possession
for
going into the game?
the stop. So every possession, 3 points. It's not what you needed. I would rather you see you take the 3-point shot, as they pretty sure Red Bull is looking. Well, he took the easy points. Take the 2. Just 1 point, and game 1 to be in the books. Andy Bosley with a shake.
You need a stop right here, but I don't think that's not going to happen. Maybe it will.
Not this time. That's a game winner right there by C.J. Pena. And that's how we're going to finish game 1 with Red Bull winning 80-70. Once again, we'll see you back here on Yamo Media Sports on Wednesday night at 7:30. It's been a pleasure once again, Gretchen.
Thank you.
So right here on Yamo Media Sports, I'm Will Ward. Been alongside Gretchen.